Hey everyone, welcome to Rev Trev NFL. My name is Trevor and I'm glad to have you here because today, whenever you're watching this, we're going to be talking about the NFC North and we're going to be talking about the next six games, And we know that the NFC North has been a bloodbath for the last 2 years, and we're seeing it again and again, and I'm loving every minute of it because the games are must-see TV. This has just been an incredible run by our division. Now, the next 6 weeks is going to determine who are for real and who are a bunch of frauds. And yet now you might be saying, Rev Trev, there are 7 games left for every team. I know. But the next 6 will really determine, because it might determine that goes to the next one. And then they say, hey, you know what? We're going to, that last week's going to matter. And it might matter. I'm not really sure. If it's going to matter or not. But it could. And it's probably going to come down to the last week, but these next 6 are absolutely insane. And you might be saying, well, why did you pick the next 6 instead of the next 7? It's because on the graphics that I have, I only can fit the next 6 games. Full disclosure, just for fun. And it's just, we're going to look at this team. We're going to look at these teams. We're going to look at these schedules, okay? And we're gonna see who's for real and who's for fraud. And it doesn't matter what I predict, what you predict. People come into my comments all the time and they say, "Hey, the Packers suck," or blah blah blah. It's like, well, okay, we're about to find out. Like I still say the Bears still suck, but they're not. They're the first in the division, which is shocking, absolutely shocking. And what's wild about that is the last time, let me just see if it says it when the last time was. 2018, November 18th, the Chicago Bears were 7-3. Minnesota was 5-4-1, and the Packers were 4-5-1, and Detroit was 4-6. Guess what? Guess who won the division? The Green Bay Packers in 2018. So, just saying, or at least we've been in the playoffs or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is. So let's figure out, find out, are the Bears for real? We're about to find out. Are the Vikings frauds? Is it all hands on deck for next year? We're about to find out. Are the Lions still going to be the NFC North champs? Are they going to get 3 divisional champs titles in a row? We're about to find out, but maybe, just maybe, my Packers are for real. So we're about to find out. And so let's look at these schedules, okay? Let's get into it, okay? So we're going to start with the Minnesota Vikings, all right? And this is they're 4th in the North. And if you saw any of my content before the season started or on the NFC or the Freezing 4 podcast, with Andy from NFL Outdated and all the NFC North conversation we had, we were saying it all comes down to JJ McCarthy. And I kept saying, I think JJ's good. I think he's solid. I don't know if he's great. But he's looking good in preseason. He's looking good in some of those moments, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm going, they should just sign Darnold for another year. See, the Green Bay Packers, do we develop quarterbacks? We take 3 seasons and then let them start. Not anyone, no one else does that. They might have a guy for 1 season. And I'm telling you right now that that's not the right way. It's not the right way. At least have 2 years behind and then go. But the Packers like to do 3. It's been Aaron Rodgers behind Favre, and now Love behind Aaron Rodgers. So we're gonna find out. Why didn't they just sign Sam Darnold? Maybe he's like, because I want a multi-year deal. I want to see. The thing is, they got JJ McCarthy and they had Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold cooked, and JJ McCarthy got injured, missed the season. Okay, missed the season. And now, after an injured season, he's now the starter, and you shipped out Sam Darnold. And that was a mistake. That was a mistake. But going forward, they could still win these games. So let's look at this thing. So you're coming off of a 2-point loss to the Bears, which if there's a time I need you guys, you Minnesota Vikings, to win, it was last week. So they're on a 3-game losing streak, if I remember correctly, or 2-game, and now they're coming into Lambeau Field against the Packers. Both teams need a win. Both teams. Now, Minnesota fans, you might be saying, hey, listen, the season's over. Let's lose. Let's lose these games. Now, you might not have a choice. You might not be good enough, but you are right there with the Bears. You are right there with the Baltimore Ravens. I was literally in US Bank Stadium, okay? I've got proof. I can show you right here. US Bank Stadium. I was there. Now, where is the proof? Anyways, if you've watched my video on it, best trip ever, you'll see it. Okay, you'll see it. I went to the stadium. There it is, right here. So I went to US Bank Stadium, everyone. I didn't just superimpose myself into those things. Okay, so here I am. Watching this team come close, but not good enough. And JJ threw a couple bad picks, hasn't looked great, and he's only started 5 games this year, really. Like, he's really just a rookie there, even though he's had 2 years. But the last year, he was recovering, might have been doing some prep and study, but that's about it, right? It's different. So you're going into the Green Bay. You should lose that game. In all honesty, the Packers should win this one, but maybe the Vikings end up winning. Then you go across the country to play the Seattle Seahawks, who have had an amazing year. Okay. Then, so I don't think you're beating Seattle, and it's Sam Darnold revenge game. Okay. I've been in Seattle. I've been to that stadium more than any other stadium in the NFL. It's loud. This just in, it's loud. And then you have the Commanders. You should win that game. And I don't know if Daniels is back or what the plan is. Are they just on Tank Nation? And then the Vikings, Cowboys. Maybe the Cowboys make a run. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that game. That's a December 14th. I think that's a Sunday nighter. It's a Sunday night game. And then it's the Vikings at the Giants, which we have seen the Giants play well, just not well. They keep losing, but they're right there in games as well. Kind of like the Minnesota Vikings. The front four of the Giants are awesome. I think Dart will be back by that game. And we're just looking at it and going, you know what? What if his neighbor's out the whole time? I think he is. Man, I think they're going to be sneaky good next year. That defense looks good. And then with a good quarterback or decent quarterback, and then Neighbors and Scatabo back next year, I mean, they could make some noise. I'm just saying that right now. And then in 6 weeks, we're talking Christmas Day, Lions versus Vikings. Now, I think the Lions win that game. So, in my opinion, Packers should win this week. So, one, you're losing the Seahawks. I don't know. I mean, you should beat the Commanders. I think you should beat the Cowboys. I don't know if you will. You should beat the Giants and the Lions. So you're going to lose at least three of these games, in my opinion. Speaking of which, let's go to the Lions. Okay, let's go to the Lions. You play the Giants this week. You came off a disappointing loss against the Eagles. And everyone, all you Lions fans are like, see, the Packers suck. You guys are not, you're no good, and blah, blah, blah. Then you went and played the Eagles. And guess what? The Eagles are still the number one team in the NFC North, or the NFC, the entire NFC. They're not in the NFC North. They're in the NFC East. Super Bowl champs. Showed why they're the Super Bowl champs. So now you're playing the Giants, who the Bears just beat and the Packers just beat. You should be able to beat them. But I see Lions fans saying, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. And it's like, what? You're not going to lose this game, are you? Winston, I don't think you're going to lose. I think you're going to win that game. And then it's going to be your revenge game. Your revenge game on Thanksgiving at home. You got embarrassed against us week 1. Okay? But if we win, I'm telling you right now, you're never going to hear the end of this. If you get swept by us, everyone, I'm just saying. So the Lions should win that game too. They should. Then you go play the Cowboys. You should win that game. Then go play the Rams. Now the Rams are going to be tough. I'm going to give that one to the Rams because the Rams are at home. Then you should beat the Steelers, and you should beat the Vikings. You could go 5-1 in the next 6. I hope that, the Packers beat you and the Rams beat you and someone else finds a way. But I think Detroit's for real still. I don't care that you lost your defensive and offensive coordinators. You replaced them. You still have the same coach. You still have the same players, and you're getting healthy again. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions are at the top of the NFC North when this all finishes. Now, speaking of who's at the top of the NFC North, we're talking about the Chicago Bears. And a lot of the criticism is that they've got 7 wins, but they haven't really played anyone great. I don't know if that's true or not. I know you beat the Bengals and it was crazy, and you beat the Giants, and you beat you beat the Vikings, and okay, who hasn't, right? And so that's the thing. So you guys got the Steelers. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to play. If he does, that would be dangerous because he has owned you. Even if he loses this game, he still has owned you. But you're in Chicago at Soldier Field. You should win this game. Okay, you should win this game. But I don't think you're beating the Eagles next week. No, I don't. Black Friday game, 12 p.m., Bears versus Eagles. I think it's going to be beautiful because the Eagles are going to put you in your place. And then you come to Lambeau. This game got flexed. It says December 7th. That's wrong. It is now December 7th, not at 10 a.m. By the way, I'm in Pacific time zone, so it's going to be the afternoon game, which would be late afternoon for Central Time, Eastern Time. Okay, it got flexed because it's going to be a prime time game. Everyone, it's going to be game of the week, and I'm telling you right now, Bears fans are going to come at us. We're coming at you, and blah blah blah. We're bear down. I'm like, you know what? We're not scared of you. We're not scared of you. Now, finally, you got better. It took you so long to get here. I don't think you beat us at Lambeau. Heck no. Now, maybe you do. Maybe you don't. We'll find out. Then, Browns and Bears. You should win that game, and you should win that game easily. Now, the Packers lost that game. Found a way to lose. Shadir Sanders, is he going to be the starting quarterback? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in Cleveland. All I know is Garrett Myles Garrett is tearing up the league. He's got so many sacks, it's crazy. You should win that game. You better win that game. And then we come to Packers versus Bears. Packers versus Bears. At Soldier Field. Are you guys going to win that game? Are you gonna sweep us? Are we gonna sweep you? Are we gonna split them? Tough to know. And then the sixth game is the Sunday night game. And guys, girls, Bears versus 49ers in San Fran. Purdy's back. McCaffrey's still there. I think Ayuk is going to be back by then. Kittle's back now. They're trying to win a division. You're not going to win that game. We know it. You know it. So I'm going to say you beat the Steelers, you lose to the Eagles, you lose to the Packers. You should beat the Browns. I'll give you the Browns game. So it's 2-2. I still don't think you're better than us, but I'll give you that one there, and you're not being the first. So you're going to be 3-3. So if that's the case, you're going to be 10-6. 10-6. 10-6. Okay. And then it comes to my Packers. And this is tough. Because the ones on the right-hand side should be tough. The other ones are, there's 4 divisional games for us. 4. We should beat the Vikings this week. I'm just saying. It's in Lambeau. J.J. McCarthy isn't accurate. He's not ready yet. I mean, he's just getting his reps in. He's getting his bumps and licks in because, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We should win this game. Packers-Lions. The Lions should win this game, but maybe we do. I'll give it to the Lions, okay? Bears-Packers, I'm taking that one. So we're at 2-1. Packers-Broncos. I want to say that the Packers are going to beat the Broncos, but just to be realistic, I'm going to say that we're going to lose that game. So now we're 3-2. No, we're going to lose that game. Okay, so now we're 2-2. And I said, okay, the Bears are going to win. And then the Ravens, we might be 3-3 as well. We're beating the Ravens. I think we're beating the Bears both games, but I'll just go with a realistic take and say, okay, maybe the Bears are better. Find a way to win at Soldier Field. 3-3. So we're all in the same stinking boat, right? Because what did I say about the Lions? That they were going to win? I'm going to say they win there against us. Win, lose, win, win. They're going to win the division. That, just looking at it, the Detroit Lions, everyone, the Detroit Lions are going to win the division. That's my prediction. But the Packers and the Bears are probably going to make the playoffs. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So let's go to week. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. We're going to go to week 17. My bad. NFL week 17, 2025. Okay. And I'm going to just show you this right now. I'm going to bring it up right now. So Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, and week 7. No, it's week 18 that we're going to. My bad. Week 18, Panthers, Buccaneers, Colts, Texans, Browns, Bengals, Saints, Falcons, Packers at US Bank Stadium. Okay? Titans, Jaguars, Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals, Rams. That's an easy win for the Rams. Cowboys, Giants, Ravens, Steelers. That's going to come down to there. Chiefs, Raiders. That's too bad. I just wish it was Chiefs, Broncos. That would have been so much cooler. Commanders, Eagles, Dolphins, Patriots, and then you got the Lions and Bears. And is that for the division? I don't think so, but it could be. and Broncos, Chargers, Jets, Bills. And then we go the week after, January 10th is the wild card weekend. Guys, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions, week 18. Get your picks in. Let me know what you think. I'm excited about this. I am really, really excited about this. So, what do you think? Post in the comments. What do you think it's going to do? I think Detroit's going to do it. I'm hoping my Packers do. A lot of you Bears fans that you're going to come watch this, you can say the Bears. So it's like, well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and of course, always cheering for my Packers. Go Pack Go.